Please welcome back to the stage, Glenn Stevens Jr.
Okay, I told you we were going to cover a lot of ground today. I think we did. So usually you say, I'm standing between you and the bar, but the bar's behind you. So we'll get there in just a second. Let me wrap things up by first thanking everybody who spoke and gave their thoughts and participated in panels today. A round, please, for them. So a couple things to wrap things up. Those of you who know me well know I love this book. If you haven't read this book, I would highly recommend it. This is from the chairman and founder of Intel, Andy Grove. He talks a lot about inflection points, but there's a couple points I want to make about where we're at and where we're going. This new environment, and boy, that AI presentation right at the beginning of the day sure laid that out. There's two rules. First, everything happens faster. And second, anything that can be done will be done. If it's not done by you, someone else will do it. And the second is there are two options. You either adapt or die. So when we look at Michigan, and we look at that inflection point of the things we talked about today, AI, electrification, tech talent, sustainability, this is our option, right? We have to figure out how do we take that upward trajectory, because you can't force yourself through the inflection point. Things can't stay the same. And I think many of you know that we've had that mentality through the decades of what we don't want things to change. Well, this world's changing really fast around us. You heard that today. So I told you I'd come back to two reports that we worked on this year. And one is the high-tech talent perception study. And it's both enlightening and positive and also sobering, and it also helps us inform the work. Most youth agree that the automotive and mobility industry is a high-tech field, but roughly half, and we surveyed 900 students inside the state and some outside the state, and parents and teachers and counselors, but roughly half don't see that as the career that they want, and they're looking for these things. And this is very clear when we're looking at how do we attract talent, develop salary, work-life balance, benefits, cost of living, and quality of life. And which is why I love Nando and Caroline talking today, because they are living it. And you heard why they're living it and why they want to live it. The other thing I want to reference, and you saw this if you were at Mackinac, and you probably saw the report, we did this study with Richard Florida and his group earlier in the year that kicked off all this high-tech talent work. Because we said if we want to understand why high-tech talent grows and where it grows, like what are the key factors? And I would submit that these three things are very instrumental to Michigan's growth. Transformational technology and innovation, talent and placemaking. Okay? So we put a list together of kind of the 6 things that, and you probably heard most of this today in one form or another, but it's been informing our work and it'll carry us forward, that if we look at how to propel Michigan forward, develop our own tech talent, improve that experiential learning career path, which is what Square One is doing, drive diversity and inclusion, looking forward to this report that's coming out through CADIA this week, invest in the innovation economy, lead in sustainable mobility, and leverage our pure Michigan assets. Absolutely, it's not that complicated. These are some of the things that we need to carry forward. So this is a call to action to you and an invitation. So these are 3 projects we're working on right now that you can get involved in. So first of all, if your company is not aware of a community that you're operating in, whether they have a Square One network team or not, please talk to us. So the Square One Pathway Pilot Project, and by the way, we're working very closely with Michigan Tech and Kettering on this project too. So that's a place to get involved. The second is UDrive. And I think you saw it today. Maddie, that helps lead that program, is out front, and there's a booth there. You can talk to them about that. But one of the things we're looking for is young influencers. They might be in your company or somebody you know that is living in Michigan, is growing their career in Michigan, and likes to live here and play here and work here and build a life here. And that's the stories we want to tell. And then lastly was that EV collaborative that we're all involved in. Many of the people from that collaborative are in the room today. You'll probably see their name badge. People from Leo, people from WIN, people from U of M EV Center. Get engaged with them too. Your company probably is, but if you're not, we'd like to get you engaged. So lastly, thank you to the sponsors, and another round of hand because they're paying for the drinks out back. And there's another group that are here today, and I'll close with this today. We have a handful of startups with us today, and you might have met some of them already today, and if you haven't, you'll see them. But they were sponsored by Comerica, Forvia, and Oakland Community College. A lot of them are over at Michigan Central, but they're not all at Michigan Central. But MICHauto is very committed to helping these companies become part of the network, be part of the community, be in the room like today, be invited to other executive events. So this is a really important group of companies because this is what will build the future for us. So please engage with them. And with that, thanks for being here today. Enjoy the networking, and we'll see you in a year here again. Thank you.